So what's up manzi? Nataka tuchiki manzi story ya Gloria Orwoba. Aya manzi. So tell me manzi, what do you think this means for the future of Nairobi?
Wallahi haukai.
Naka?
Mimi nafikiria labda uko 30.
No, I'm 39. Kwanza ninaingia hivi 4th floor. Very soon.
Okay.
Ndio lazima sasa tuharakishe na historia ya watoto tuondoke. Bana kupata mtoto kama uko 40 something ni ngumu. Hey, so, kama hata hii sasa hivi venye ilinishinda.
Uno last born ama unataka?
No, I think I want 2 more.
You know around the corner 40's coming. Sasa wili wata space gap.
No, sasa unajua lazima ni harakishe, but I think I can manage to get one before elections and then one after. So unajua lazima upange pia na job wezi.
Wakisua hivi na sua hivi.
Unajua kuna venye lazima pia tena uchape siasa nini yeah, so ni kujipanga.
But 17 year gap.
Yeah, you know, my firstborn, I was, let me say I wasn't ready, but then I feel like God needed to do that because it grounded me. Juu mi ni wale ningekuwa nimeenda like nili need kukua grounded.
So mimba inatulizanga watu?
Not necessarily, you get responsibilities. And if you have responsibilities, I mean, you can't be in the bar. There are people I used to drink with like 15 years ago, bado hawajatoka kwa bar.
For real?
Walai, wananipigianga wakiwa wamelewa, I'm like, gosh, girl, you need to leave the bar. Your whole life is passing you by.
So ni mimba ili kutoka kwa bar?
Ilinifanya nikuwe na, unajua lazima uende home. Lazima pia ufanye tu vitu, hustle.
Okay.
Like, I mean, you getting kids you are just forced to grow up.
Okay.
Yeah, and me, I was crazy. So my son grounded me.
Wow, watu.
Hey.
Above the head.
Hey.
Umepiga sherehe.
Me baby hata naonanga watu wakisema hapa you know she missed that. Me there's nothing. I've done everything. I've done everything. Everything you're thinking about, everything? I've done it. Whatever you're thinking about, I've done it.
Gloria, huyu anijui vizuri. Whatever
you're thinking about, I've done it.
Umepiga bangi?
Mi bana hii show unajua kuna swali zingine huwezi leta nini?
No, unasema I plead the fifth and then we know the answer tunajijazia. Well,
me, I've told you whatever you are thinking about that is done in your 20s, I've done it.
Mambo ni live. Mtoto pia alitoka kwa bar. Huyu wa 17.
No.
Si umesema huyu wa 17 ndiye alifanya?
No. I was in a very stable relationship and we got married even. So, yeah.
Oh, is the husband now?
No.
Oh.
No.
Pole. Sasa sijui niseme pole ama.
No. It's you marry passionately and you divorce passionately. When things don't work. Force issues.
Okay. All right.
You marry and you know.
Mlikuwa pamoja for how long?
For a while actually, for a while.
Nipendana.
Sana.
Then
life. Life.
Only fall out of love. When akuchika unaka heartbreaker.
No. You know also it's like you, wale mabeshte ulikuwa nao prima, saizi mko mabeshte. I mean, people grow, people evolve, you have a different path, either in your career or whatever you want to be. People, by the way, we need to normalize that people grow apart. Even with your siblings, you're not as tight as you used to be mkulala kitanda moja. So it's life. Life happens and I think people take things too seriously. When life happens, just learn to deal with it. But it was good. We have a son. I mean, and no regrets. No regrets.
Kiona dema anasema hivyo nienda aliwachana. Wakiwachananga wanasema, you know, people fall out, you know, people grow, you know, things change.
So unataka niseme nini?
But wakiwachwa guy, usiniambia huyo guy shitwe. Sasa kusema tu people grow, unajua ni ndiye ali grow out of.
No, that's not true. I believe I've been in very mature relationships with very good individuals. And I don't think that na watu wanajua. Mi ni venye watu wanasemanga ati rudi Facebook utoe mapicha za huyo mtu. Why?
Oh, picha zake ziko Facebook.
I mean, like, you know, that life you live with someone, you can't erase it. It's your life, you move forward. So Yeah, I think I've dated really good people, and I've married really good people, and life has been good.
Corinne, uko na picha za ex wako kwa Facebook?
Mnatoa kwa nini? Kwani hiyo maisha ilikuwa fake?
Tukiwachana mimi sikujui.
Ah bana, mko serious.
New me.
No.
Eh.
Yeah, no, you and I don't know why people do that. Nasikia siku hizi mpaka mnabadilisha majina za watoi.
Yeah, there are people who do that.
Crazy.
Wewe unaweza kuwa friends na ex wako?
I'm friends with my exes. Yeah, I just don't talk to them.
Smart move.
but we don't hate each other. We just don't talk. There's nothing to talk about. What are you going to talk about?
Remember them days? Do you really
Why? I am currently in a very good space. Why do I want to go and recall them days with
That
other
was also a good space then. So good space.
But
good
now,
space.
you know, you can't live in the past. You must move. So that was a good space. That, like I've told you, I've dated really good men. And now by the mean, I've dated. Dating now ni me date. Yeah, well, like dating. I have dated.
Kwani unasema you dating, kwani ni wangapi?
You know, there's dating and then there's marrying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've dated.
Kwani umedate wangapi unasema dating? Yeah,
I mean, not wengi, but si ati nilimari mtu mwenye nilipatana na yeye wa kwanza. Yeah, for instance, I've dated a Luo man.
What do you mean you've dated a Luo man? Unasema ni asili ni kitu mbaya.
No, I mean, hiyo unajua mtu sasa hizi streets ukitoka lazima utoke na badge of honor.
No.
Badge of honor ni I've dated a Luo man.
I didn't know that we are the epitome. We are the creme de la creme.
Yeah.
Au kwangi mjaluo wewe?
Before that, my husband who...
No, wewe kwangi mjaluo.
So what's up manzi, nataka tuchiki manzi story ya Gloria Orwoba. Aya manzi, so tell me manzi, what do you think this means for the future of Nairobi?
Mimi si mjaluo, mimi ni Mkisii.
Guy.
Mimi ni Mkisii. Uone venye nakaa Mkisii ama Wakisii wakaangi hivi?
Kwani Wakisii walichange?
Bana, wewe wacha Wakisii wanakaangaje?
Gloria, I've always known you are Jango for
No, I'm Kisii.
Orwoba.
Orwoba is Kisii, and Orwoba is the only, it's like my family is the only one with that name. So ukisikia mtu wote kwa anaitwa Orwoba, roots ni za kwetu. Eh.
You are Kisii.
I'm very much Kisii.
Okay, it's fine. Story for another day. But so you said you dated a Luo.
Yes.
How was
before
it?
my first husband, I dated a Luo.
Hey, how was it?
It was nice.
Of course.
Yeah.
How else could it have been? But
it
ulipatiwa
was
character
nice.
nyingine proper.
Hapo mwisho sasa unajua.
Baptism by fire. Hapo mwisho lazima uambie
na by the way huyo muongeleshanga. Huyo actually muongelesha. Akona mabizbizi huku na pale ni nini so But now bana alinipeleka mbio huko towards the end.
Akakupatia hiyo
heartbreak.
Ndio hiyo venye nakuja. Wanasema we love equally and also heartbreak you equally. Kama penzi iko hapa, the pendulum has to swing both ways. Hatuwezi kupenda hapa alafu na kuheartbreakia hapa.
Yeah. But me, I think God has really sent me very good individuals in my life. And even when it didn't work out, when I really look at the stories out here, I'm like, bana huko nje, but soko imeharibika.
Soko ni mbaya.
Soko ni chafu. So
Kanjo amelala.
They are not
cleaning. Mosiria you.
No, me, I can honestly say I think I've been blessed when it comes to that part of my life.
Okay.
I can't complain.
Okay. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Sasa ulifanya push gift tukapatiwa ring.
Nilipewa vitu nyingi lakini this one, you know I love rings. So and this is one of those things that I napendanga. I like rings, I love watches. Hapo ndio nini zangu zucheza when I want to spoil myself.
Na cologne mnanukia fiti, mumeingia hapa studio ka change.
Thanks. Tulisikia hapa kuna demaliza mati wa Kenya wananuka vibaya bana, nikasema let me tell you. Mimi nayo mtaniwekea hiyo stigma. Mwezi niwekea hiyo stigma. Umesikia hebu ubinaambia watu venye nanuka poa.
Nanukia fiti. Wameingia hapa lakini niko zile za okay. Which ni cologne gani?
This is a Dubai, and you know me, I like smelling like food. So this is vanilla.
Nilisikia makeki niko zile kwani birthday
ana. Vanilla. I like smelling like food, so I like the essence of vanilla or strawberry or sometimes you can get dark chocolate. Mtu akipita unasikia njaa. Bana naweza kula huyu mtu, naweza mkula. So if you want to buy me a gift, go look for things that smell. Like it was in the election and look at Nini, at your mena, because she said she has smell like food. It's mandazi, buta, no. Nice essence, vanilla, strawberry, dark chocolate, nice, yummy things, sugary things.
Why do you like smelling like
blueberry?
Why do you like smelling like food?
It's a nice, you almost
inanukia fiti. But me, I think of it that way. Like this is the first time. Wait a minute. Like someone wants to smell like food.
I want to smell like food. I don't want to smell like flowers. Why do you want to smell like flowers? So you can attract bees. No.
Bees
like
bring
food.
honey.
Nah.
Look at the end product.
Okay, kapala nje saizi unastingiwa hata ujuni maperfume umepaka. I want to smell like food. Strawberry, nice things. You see now you won't forget the scent.
Yeah. Inanukia fiti.
Thanks.
Huyu alisema ati mademu wa Kenya sijui hawaogi nini.
But that was such a lie.
No, now you know when people say some statements on this show, it's their statement.
Yeah.
It's their truth or not.
I don't know, I found that to be so crass. It was so...
Yeah, but sasa unajua tena mimi ndio tena ni mbaya. Na mimi hakuna kitu nilisema. Mimi mpaka nikamwambia, "We utalala wapi?" Tena mimi kwisha.
I watched it.
Tena mimi niko zile sasa mimi tena ningemfukuza ungesikia, "Oh, Obina na disrespect my guest, amefukuza guest." Ningewacha Pamela mpige, "Oh, Obina wanapiga." Sasa damned if you do, damned if you don't.
That's politics and public life.
But watu wanukie kama vanilla.
Have you ever seen things move this fast before?
Kama vanilla. Kuna wakisi tuko na hapa by the way. Trust you me, they don't smell like no goddamn vanilla.
Hamjambiwa poa. Bwana hamjambiwa poa.
Ejo. Wananuka kama mbarambamba.
Oh my God.
No, wako sawa, wanajaribu. The smell of struggle, but
how does struggle smell like?
Ushasikia harufu ya pesa imekunjwa hivi na konda. Kale kanondika mzee.
Wacha madharau.
Okay, let me apologize. Before nipelekwe TikTok.
Wacha madharau.
Wakisi. Simwachwa jini watu wangu. Lakini kuna wawili wako hapa. Na tena leo niko na wengine wawili baadaye ndawaambia kama they smell like vanilla. Aki wala atakuja hapa ananuka kama nini. Ile chakula kisi inaitwaje? Si ndizi tu. Ritoke. Oh, umechange na.
Is this really about leadership or something bigger happening behind the scenes?
Okay. Si matoke tena. Ritoke. Born and raised where?
Born and raised in Nairobi and holidays in Kisii.
Ooh, cool kid, eh?
Cool kid gani bana? What do you mean?
Born and raised in Nairobi, cool kid.
But wase wamereziwa Nairobi mbona hawaiti mimi ndio naitwa cool kid?
No, wale wasemanga Nairobi. So ungekuwa Kayole ungesema Kayole. Wewe si wa Kayole. Yeah.
Okay, I get it. Yeah.
So born and raised Nairobi wapi?
Hapa tu ya center.
Cool kid.
But no, in all
in
fairness,
1988.
Hapana.
She was living in Yaya Center.
Hapo Yaya Center hiyo street yote si venye mnaiona saizi.
Yeah.
Hiyo street yote hizo mahao zote zilikuwa za gava. Ziliuzwa tu later now zikachukuliwa, zingine zikabaiwa na kina Biwot na kina nani. But that street like this ilikuwa serikali. So kwanza we were the poor kids in the rich neighborhood. Because we were in the government houses.
Oh, but association
aje sasa na bado.
Simenda most rich pia nyinyi mko hapo katikati. Wakiendesha bike zao mnawaomba.
But you know, you're better off being the rich kids in the poor neighborhood than the poor kids in the rich neighborhood. Juu sasa nyinyi wale wakungojea hapo ati tunangojea kupewa bike ni nini, hamna ball, hamna anything. But we did well. My father did well. He raised us well. We understood quality of life. We turned out well. We are 4 girls. And we've turned out really well.
He was a civil servant?
He was a civil servant from entry level all the way to deputy chief economist in the office of the president.
So ameanza kucheza na president tu soon.
Bana ubina unachoma.
You mcheza na president mwenyewe kitambo.
No, he raised us well.
Yeah.
He had his shortfalls, but he did very well as a father.
He tried, yeah?
Yeah, yeah. No, he didn't
Do you think younger people are paying more attention now than ever?
try. He did it.
He did it.
He is the yardstick. You know, I see your videos with your kids.
Okay.
And I go to the comments. Ukiingia pale comment section kuna watu bana, I think
Yeah, awako.
Kai.
Wanaambianga rudini Facebook.
Yeah. Do you know they're like, oh, Bina, your kids, oh, the way you show them love, the way I'm like, as opposed to what? Some of us, that is all we knew.
Yeah.
You know, when you see me the way I am, that's all we knew from a father. We don't know any other life. My father lived for his 4 daughters. So when I see how you interact with your kids, I'm like, this is parenting.
This is what's needed. This is the bare minimum.
Wachana hizi vitu unaona watu ati wanaenda kuchukua watu hii Saturday wanawapeleka Westgate wanapiga mapicha wanakuja wanaandika sijui Father's Day nini. You can't even see there's no relationship nini. So I'm like, we need to get to a point, guys, understand, like you need to be there as a father. As we have 4 daughters and we were raised by a single father.
It's an everyday job. Yeah.
And
that's nice.
I wish more people would take it as a positive thing. Unajua naona watu wengine wakisema oh, he's doing it for the gram, anataka tu kuonyesha watu hapa nje nini. But the truth of the matter, even if you're doing it for the public, those kids don't know any other life. Those kids, when they grow up, you see, like us when we grew up, everyone used to tell us all sorts of things about our fathers. We're like, our father is a very nice person. Because that's what we know.
Yeah.
He's very nice. He's there for us. He comes for school functions. You know, when I got my period, he's the one who bought for us pads, things like, you know, me, that is the father that I know. So if you know another father, you know, me najua hii yenye tulikuwa na, yeah.
You know, most people think my kids know me the way they know me.
What do you mean? So how do they know?
Like the version my kids know is different from the version people know.
Oh,
people
yeah, obviously.
know Ogaubina.
Yeah.
My kids know dad.
Yeah.
And dad is different. Dad is like this, dad is like that, dad is a friend, dad is a protector, is a provider, dad is this. So when you people see, you're like, oh, you know, I'm thinking, like you said, some people think, oh, it's fake. I'm like, it's fine.
It's fine. Whatever you think that you niyako.
Provided the kids are like,
exactly.
Nayo. So kudos to that, to your dad and all the present dads out there.
Yeah.
I know most dads tunabiwangwa usicheze na watoto. Toto atakuzoea. Our parents were, okay, at least mine was like that.
My dad was ever there. If you talk to any of my sisters, yes, he was strict and he used to beat us up, which was normal those days. But he was also the loving father that right now when I sit and I look back, I'm like, no wonder people used to think we are weird. Because now when I watu wanafikiria bana say nani warembo wanne na hawana madhawa yuko nini, you know, like from as far back, like our last born sister, I'm pretty sure my dad literally wiped her ass when she was a kid, you know, when you're potty training. I'm 100% sure because I was young, so she's even younger than me. Okay. So now when we are out of it and we are not living in that bubble where he's protecting us, is when you're like, oh my God. By the way, no, now I understand why people used to think we are weird, because their fathers never used to be there for them the way our dad was there for us.
True.
Yeah.
True. He was a single dad.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Single dad, died single, has been single.
Why? When mom left, he said he's not remarrying or something.
I don't know. You know those ones amungeongea as kids,
Yeah. Mi wangu ananulizanga we. Sasa mama imegeuka.
But also one thing that he never did, he never badmouthed my mother to us. In fact, for us, like for me, my mother never existed because you just never heard about her.
Yeah.
And till he died, he just never did that. And what happened is when we grew older, we got to experience our mother and know who she is. And then you make your own judgments.
Join the dots.
And then we all have different, those who have relationships with her, it's different. You get what I mean? Yeah. But he never used to sit down and tell you, mama yenu ni mchawi. He never ever, not once.
Most dads don't, because you know it doesn't change what is.
2025.
Most dads don't. I said most. Most dads don't. Yes, some do, but most don't because, okay, this is my analogy. It is what it is. Whether you say you don't say, they see.
And you know, the thing about it is kids grow up.
Yeah.
And when they grow up, they experience
both. And then,
then they'll be like, lakini hata huyu anakuangaje, then you're like, now they've gotten it for themselves. So that's one thing he did, yeah. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Good stuff. All the present fathers out there.
Kindly share in the comment section below.
Nayo. Congratulations. Congratulations. Primary Nairobi. High school Nairobi. Umesema nyumbani ilikuwa ni holiday.
Tulikuwa tunaenda every time we close school, my father would pack us up and take us to Kisii.
Sasa apate free space.
Anasema kwanza mwende huko Kisii kwanza mujue venye maisha ingine iko. So we spent all our holidays in Kisii.
Mombasa.
All. Mombasa tuliendanga like not even during holidays, like I think those days when
School trip.
school trip. No, really school trip. Yes. And in our adult life. But sisi kwa tukifunga shule Kisii, Sameta straight express and then munaka huko mpaka the day before school you come back to Nairobi.
Old school dads. Kitambo wazazi walikuanga hivyo by the way. And then shags nayo maliza. Which one was your high school?
St. George's Girls.
After network penye iko.
State House Primary, that's where I went to primary school. Right next to it is State House High School and then St. George's. Yeah, I was in State House Primary. Nini mbaya na State House Primary?
Hakuna kitu mbaya, ni kwenye tu sasa cool kids. Kwa hiyo unaona?
Let me tell you, when education used to work, this is what used to happen.
If
you live around,
pause. When education used to work.
When education used to work in this country.
Mumenipata?
Mulikuwa munazoniwa. Mahali unaishi, huko unaamka ati unaishi Kibira, unawachana na Makina na hizo shule zote ati unakuja State House. By the way, haungepewa transfer. Mahali unaishi huko ndio uende shule. That's why us guys used to walk to school. Because unaenda shule and that's how education should be. Wachana hii maneno ya watu kuamka 5 am unaingizwa kwa school bus.
Kindly like, subscribe, share, follow. You're awesome for being here and I truly do appreciate you and I appreciate your appreciation.
When education used to work, where you live, the schools around you, you go there.
But there's this thing for watu kuandika mashule, like my son just did, kuandika mashule anaweza taka kuitwa ama kuenda. There's that one that wanasemanga if you're in Nairobi, unaitwa shule iko Kakamega, iko sijui wapi, you don't believe in that as well?
No, tunaandika and those days kulikuanga, okay, in my days, not so far long because I'm not that old. I finished primary school in 99 or 2000. And when we were choosing the schools, you would choose provincial school, national school, hivyo.
Yeah.
Me, my first choice. In fact, I remember one of the teachers telling me, haujaweka national school. Me, I was like, Mr. Weka national school, me nataka kwenda St. George's.
So could this moment actually change how future leaders behave?
My first choice was not because you have to put a national school. I was like, I want to go to St. George's, so that's my first choice. So when I scored very highly, by the way. To that time, it was out of 700. I think I got 525 marks. Those days, getting a 500 was like, well, it was a big deal. And because I had not chosen a national school, they gave me my first choice. And my first choice was St. George's. So things used to work. It was not like, umeandika choices tatu hapa alafu umeamka sijui umeitwa Ngara Girls. No, my sisters were in Ngara. We always laugh about it.
Munadharau Ngara Girls, ndio? Haya.
Waliandika mashule za juju wakaitwa Ngara, so weird. And my father was like, utaenda shule umeitwa. So they went to Ngara.
By the way, back in the day, our parents used to believe shule umeitwa ndo unaenda.
Exactly.
Yeah. Wamekuita for a reason, nenda hapa kuna. Like that you can. So St. George's kumaliza Campo.
Nimeona kuna debate. I did a diploma in architecture to begin with. And then I did a degree in social work. And then I'm currently finishing my degree in leadership and management, which was inspired by wanting to get into this leadership space.
Okay. Shule ni gani?
Shule ni nyingi. I was in Nairobi International NIT Technology, which is a JKUAT affiliate for architecture.
Okay.
You know something funny? When I finished high school, I passed, but we are 4 girls. So by that time, 2 of my sisters were in one was in JKUAT doing pharmacy, and another one was in Makerere. And remember, my father is a civil servant. So by the time I finished, me, I was like, me daddy sitaki kufanya kitu yote, nataka kufanya architecture. Now, I got a B. So it's like, architecture, itakuwa ngumu labda uingie parallel. Sina pesa ya parallel. So he was like, why don't you just take BCom or anything? And I refused. I was like, let me tell you, I have seen these things in the movies. Mimi nitafanya kitu nataka kufanya architecture. So he told me, basi kaa nje mpaka nipate pesa. So I stayed out for a year. And then because he realized I'm so stubborn, he was like, you know what? Nimepata hapa JKUAT affiliate. Na wanafanya your architecture but diploma. So he tried to counsel me and tell me, why would you want to sit out a 3.5-year diploma when that's an equivalent of a degree? But mimi utaniambia kitu na nataka kufanya architecture. Nikamwambia ni architecture nataka. So that's what I started with. So later on, I understood what he was trying to tell me. Like the 3.5 years you're spending, you could have done a degree course. But because I really wanted to study architecture, I didn't budge. I stayed there. And then life happened, got married in between, moved back and forth, Nini. So I did, now I understood, okay, I need to get my unit together. So at that time I was in the space of NGO, social work. And so I thought, okay, I'm going to do social work. And then later on again, as you see now, in leadership and management, one of my political mentors sat me down and told me that it's important I either look into political science or leadership and management as a form of understanding the space I'm getting into. Because they think they truly believe I'm going to be really brilliant in the future, and they're like, you need to have this backing. Okay. So that's the long and short of my my education.
Iko sawa.
Yeah, and then obviously in between you do these courses, you know, hizi zenye unajaribu ku.
When was the last time Kenyans agreed on something this strongly?
To better yourself, project management here and there. So I always try to not be studying but improve myself academically at any given time.
Okay. No, iko tu sawa. No, ukijisukuma pia with the direction that you're going.
Hopefully nitafanya PhD, wacha tuone venye kunaenda huku mbele. Yes. Masters kwanza alafu PhD, si ndio?
Yes. Yes. Pole. Hamna haraka, bado una time. Nataka kupiga masters, PhD, watoto wawili before 45. Ulisema before 45?
Mimi sijasema before, nimesema tu it's hard to be in your 40s and give birth. And so I want to finish quickly.
And you need 2 more. You have 2, so you are halfway. Na ubada ananyonya. We, mamo ni live. Yani juzi ulikuwa unabebwa hivyo na unanyonyesha. Ama police.
Na unajua nilifanywa cesarean section. So hao watu wakuniinua mamguu hivyo. Yeah.
Unabeba mtu
I'm laughing about it now, but it's a sad situation because someone called me and they're like, Gloria, I mean,
is this just politics as usual, or are we seeing history in the making?
Seriously, bado hujapona.
Yep.
And I was like, what was I supposed to do?
Now to cool you off, we'll talk about it, but to cool you off, I have a small gift for you.
Oh, you have a gift for me?
Yes.
Wow, this show is happening.
Yeah, we are like this.
Bina got me a gift.
Pamela, leta hiyo zawadi, wacha kuangalia huko, angalia huko.
Mbona naona ni kama naenda kuchezwa, maybe zile zawadi zenye kwa why did you get me?
Sisi hapa tunakuanga, you know. Yeah, because nataka tukupoeshe, unajua we've been through a lot.
I know.
You know.
It's been a difficult time.
I know, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm getting my gift.
Got you a small gift here. Yeah, mpatie pale.
Oh wow, I love flowers.
Yeah, just not smelling like them, but well.
Okay, so Obina, you got me these flowers.
Yeah. Usifungue barua utaribu.
This is not you.
Why do you know that is not me?
Because I know who writes like this.
Kuyo ingine imetaipiwa.
I know this language.
Hebu leta nisome.
Oh, that's very thoughtful of him. That's very thoughtful.
Hii ni lugha gani?
This one here.
Oh, yes.
Kuna champagne.
Yes. Hey, let me tell you.
Yeah.
I love
How do you think this will affect Nairobi residents day to day?
this champagne, by the way. I love this. I love the imperial and I like the necktie imperial. Yeah. Those are my favorites.
Okay.
Nikijifungianga kwa nyumba hii ndio kazi mfanya.
Nafungua. Si tufungue hii mama tuiche mke.
Nani anatufungulia?
Leta nifungue.
Mimi ni mwoga kidogo.
Simamo ni live.
Oh my god.
Huyu anaitwa Pamela.
This was so thoughtful.
Pamela, Senator.
Hi Pam.
Orwoba. Pamio kwa hapo.
Same to you.
Yeah.
Hii ni lugha gani hii?
Ghanaian language.
Dema ena asomdoe nkawo sewodin.
Bana una sound kama unaimba ile ngoma.
Hebu tusome kwa sababu hiyo language kidogo
sisi. Mimi siwezi soma. You know why I've recognized it? Because it's like most of my flowers that I get, they have not the same caption but more or less the same caption. I know the language.
Jesus.
Opina, you want to kill us?
I didn't even shake it, man. Iko na mbio mingi. I even thought I was going to do the polite one, but mama ni live.
This is nice. Okay.
Live. So this one is from Senator's husband. It was a special gift. I'll get in touch.
Is this the kind of conversation we need to keep having as a country?
Takasema Obina,
napenda venye umesema husband.
Okay. Husband.
No, it's not my husband, it's my person. It's my person.
Una confused
this is
watu.
So nice. Mwanza kanikana hizi maua hapa.
What do you mean is not
this,
your husband?
Honestly,
your
like this is so. No, it's my person.
Wana tu confused. Akiwaheshimiwa. Sasa amegeuza hii whole
story. Sasa tufanye nini hizi flowers?
Goja amekuoa.
You know that's my personal life, so you live my personal life.
Si useme tu no ama yes.
It's my person. Mbona si mtu kama ni wako ni wako?
Mimi ameniambia give my wife the flowers na champagne amependa. So yeye anajua wewe ni wife na wewe unajua yeye si wife.
Aya basi kama amekwambia hivyo basi ni sawa. Hivyo venye amekwambia hivyo. Ndivyo venye amekwambia.
Give my wife the flowers. I beg. When should they come there?
He doesn't talk like that. So that's a lie. But he doesn't talk like that.
Yaani wakizi siku hizi wako na Waghanaian. Good stuff.
And I'm sure Abujongea niko almost 200% sure.
Ask him now. Alinipigia kanambia my brother.
Hakuna mpigie basi kama ameku.
If you're in Sakaja's shoes right now, what will you do? Tell me in the comments.
Pigia.
Bros. Where should they come?
Who's giving us the glasses? Because I want to have the champagne.
Usiogope. Inakuja yawa. Yawa.
No, this is so nice. Yes.
So amesema tukwambie.
Thank you.
Love will never die. Amesema roses are red.
Hakuna grass. Ongeangi vitu kama hizo. Ongeangi vitu kama hizo.
Okay, amesema sorry for the police.
Oh my goodness. No, this is nice. I'm in a good mood now.
Now amesema tonight. There's another gift waiting for you. You know where. Amesema tukwambie hivyo.
That is such a lie because none of those things are in that vocabulary.
Unitrust?
Mimi nakwambia kama mmeongea kwanza umpige simu. I'm sure mjongelea.
Mimi sitaki kusumbua bosi. Mimi sitaki kusumbua bosi so niambia she's doubting. Pamela si just nini? No, mimi sasa unajua situmiangi. Umeniletea mpaka yangu na mimi. Mimi nimeshika mwami.
You don't like champagne?
I don't take alcohol.
You don't take alcohol?
No.
I take alcohol.
Yeah. We've noticed. Yeah, sasa si mimi uniletee sparkling water pia niweke hapa.
No, ndio tufanye cheers.
Weka tu hapa chini hawa watu wa Moeta hawajalipia product placement.
Hawajalipa by the way.
Na kwanza ni mabeshte zangu na hawajalipia hapa. Wallahi.
Na ukunywi pombe utakuwaje brand ambassador?
No, so unaambia say this one is by then nikilipwa nakunywa. Mimi nikunywa tu for free. How is it?
Kindly like, subscribe, share, follow. I truly appreciate you for being here. You're awesome and I'm just grateful.
It's nice as usual. The person who introduced me to this moet is that person, and I've never looked back.
Kwani ulikuwa unakunywa nini pia?
Bana mimi nilikuwa demo wa Manaps huku nje, Napoleon Brandy nini, chokora. Nimekunywa kila kitu hapo nje. Nimeanza kukua fine polished juzi.
Unasema wewe ulikuwa unapiga viva. Unajua viva. Zile za massage. Unajua kama pure water.
No, but those days you were young. You know when you were young, it wasn't about the brand or what.
Yeah.
It was like We need to go to the club and dance. I need to get a little tipsy. You know, those days, end game. End game.
The end justifies the means. Is you getting you fizzy?
Yeah, but you know nowadays we don't drink to. I don't drink to get drunk. I have to like what I'm drinking, and then you know, pia unajua lazima kuna mali ukitoka ukigrow up urudi tena kwa mtoi.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
drink to enjoy.
I drink to enjoy. I don't need company. Yeah, I actually like what I drink. Yeah. And I love
don't
champagne.
like what they drink.
But hata kitambo tuko tunapenda kile tunakunywa.
Yeah, unapiga tu.
Chapa very quickly afu unaenda club.
Mbona Singapore ulikuwa mtu wa keg.
Keg, bana nilikunywanga keg clubhouse. You remember when they used to sell, I don't know if they do it anymore. They used to sell that
ile mbuguru.
Ile kubwa alafu mlikuwa mnakuja siju mnanunua watu wangapi? Bana, me I've done it. I told you whatever you are thinking about, I've done it.
Oh. Sorry, I forget.
So now I'm in the next phase of my life, which yeah.
If you're enjoying this, please make sure to hit that subscribe button.
Wacha to cheers. Very nice. You see, it's also bubbly.
Thank you.
Bubbly.
Nice.
Okay, what are we cheersing to?
Life, good health,
and more money, and
always.
Happiness.
You don't need more money, wealth, more wealth.
Wealth.
Don't ask for money. Money is small. Wealth.
Do you? Wealth, happiness, and when confused.
Good health.
Happiness. Happiness and wealth.
Wealth.
All right.
Not
to
money,
us.
wealth. Yes.
You know, the person introduced me to.
Obino nakuanga pala sana.
Si mtu lazima kuintroduce me by the first time nilionja sparkling water nilichukia.
And now you can't do without it.
I love it.
It's an acquired taste. And it's one of those things where you need to grow up to appreciate it.
Yeah.
Ukisikia mtu anakuambia I don't like sparkling. Ukisikia anakuambia I don't like sparkling, hiyo majina kwanga bado haja grow up. Mpe time.
Unapiga sparkling water alafu unakunywa maji normal. Ndio Q ishe. By the way, what do you do for fun? Now, sisemi then mambo yako ni kwa nini?
Now, I sleep.
For fun?
Yeah,
umegonga 40.
No, I sleep. By the way,
sleep for fun.
Like you'll be calling me and you'll be like, oh, sijui nini nitakwambia nianze kuangalia. You will say, can I get 3 hours of sleep kidogo? Alafu ndio as in I'm actually like it's a way.
Boot.
I love sleeping. Okay. I love champagne. And I hang out with a very small circle of people, a dot. Any circle, it is so small, it's a dot. And we drink a lot of champagne. And gossip. We gossip a lot. We like gossiping. We gossip about everything.
And everyone.
Yeah. Actually, last weekend, we were at my house, we were gossiping about Patelo and D. We were like, let me tell you, ikifika mwisho na hao machali hapa nje by the way tunaenda kutafuta tu boys. Walai.
Korir, hebu jitokeze. Simama. Mbele.
So you don't miss more stories like this.
Mbele ya Gloria.
Let me tell you. We watched Patelo and D. First ilianza tu kimchezo, some conversation. You know, we are all 40 and above. I'm the youngest in that.
So ni wa mamas.
Tuko wa madhe hapo na tuko na watu wengi. We are established nini. So ikaanza tu convo fulani nikamwambia, yeah, you guys have not seen that nini Patelo and D. Sure. Tushaika Patelo and D tuna watch. You know how you open a Pandora box? You start with the Obina show and then you go look for them in the YouTube shots. Then mpaka tukafika. Hey bana, by the time we left that hangout, all of us, I'm sure when we were sleeping, tulikuwa tunasema wakudumu wata.
Top shota.
We were so, let me tell you. We like that's what I do for fun.
Kumbe huko juu ni kubaya hivyo.
Bana soko imechafuka huku nje.
So umesema tupige machain 3, Korir. Silver 3 Maugoro.
Grill.
Grill.
No, but honestly, for fun, that's what I do. And then I like to travel. I have a lot of friends in the different places
in different
the world.
places.
I like to travel when I want to just switch off from this Kenyan politics. I'm like, okay, shut down.
Do you go back to Sweden and Denmark?
No. No.
Because of why? Mekaka huko. Ulifukuzwa.
I didn't have a good experience in Sweden.
Oh,
So I don't find myself wanting to go to Sweden.
okay.
I haven't gone back to Denmark since I came back.
Okay.
You've got plenty more coming your way, so go ahead.
I don't know why, but I travel to other places.
Ni Ghana tu na Dubai.
Sasa ona venye mnaanza moshene.
Wakudumu atadumu.
Wakudumu atadumu. So I like the three things. I like and honestly, the older you get, I don't think you need a lot of things in life to keep you happy.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's so
You need
true.
your family.
Yeah.
You need a good home that has peace. And then, you know, as long as your kids are happy, I find that your life is fulfilled.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I don't need much. In fact, these people list my team and the others in the around. Wananiambianga wananulizanga natumianga nini pesa yangu juu.
Hakuna plan. Huko tu.
It's not like I go out shopping. I don't like shopping.
You don't like shopping?
I don't like shopping.
Umeolewa?
I don't like shopping.
There's a woman who does not like shopping.
I don't like shopping.
Korir, unajua ni jackpot.
I don't like
pesa unapata na hiyo pesa.
the number of times. In fact, me, I'm an online shopper because of necessity. Like I have an event tomorrow. Crap, I need to buy a dress. Damn it. I go online. I use another Swedo account. I shop. And then I direct someone inaletwa pali na deliveriwa inaletwa. I don't like shopping. If you see me in the mall, I like looking at how space is used. So often if you see me in the mall, I'm looking at
Subscribe right now.
unajua hii space ikoaje, mall ikoaje. Like for instance, I can tell you why Village Market Mall is doing so well than many malls including Two Rivers and what. Hiyo ndio kazi yangu, naendanga comparison ya traffic flow, lighting nini. To me that's like a nice thing to do, you know, like, oh, this restaurant is nice but they should have moved it here, nini. They brought this one here, oh, I see why Java took that one. But that's like more of a pastime. But ukiniona kwa mall zina shop.
So nguo mbai leo.
Nimekuwa na nguo for long.
Oh, isho umedharau. Amesema akikwanga na mali important kwenda last minute lakini amekuwa na nguo for long.
Wacha nikuulize, nguo zangu hizi za flowers ningeva wapi kama si hapa kwa Ubina? Unajua hizo zingine
usini manipulate.
No, nakwambia tu kweli. Sasa obvious hii nguo hata kama ni zile siku za kwenda status.
Kwa Mwafrika
singeenda status.
Join the family by clicking subscribe. It really helps us grow.
Na nguo
ulikuwa kwa Mwafrika ukava vingine
bana. Kwa Mwafrika nilikuwa nimevaa kitenge,
lakini mbona hapo kuvaa kitenge, mbona hujashonesha?
Sikuwa nimeshonesha hiyo, hata nilikuwa nayo for long. Kwanza ibede wewe unafaa kufeel more special. Juani nimevaa nguo, unaona hadi nimeonyesha miguu.
Mimi nilikuwa na shangaa, nilikuwa nafikiria kwa Mwafrika huko. Mwafrika. Iko nene.
And Mwafrika's show.
Yes.
Anyone who's never, I broke my virginity at that show in terms of podcasts.
Yeah.
And it was so comfortable. I didn't even feel like I was like, it was weird because alikuwa ananiambia show iko hapa, sasa nikaingia, show iko hapa, like
hauku understand until after you've done it, like.
And apparently that is the one show that I've done that has the highest impact.
Yes.
In telling my story and a lot of things which I didn't realize Kenyans don't know a lot of things.
Yes.
I honestly I didn't know. I guess I'm in my
Don't just watch, be part of the journey. Subscribe today.
bubble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True story, we don't. But Mwaf is doing a very good job.
Yeah.
Iko
he did.
nene.
He
Usema
did.
iko nene.
Iko nini?
Nene.
Nene.
Iko nene.
Iko nene.
That's what up. That's what up. Unajua kupika kwanza?
Yes.
Are you a foodie?
No,
What's
but
your favorite meal?
rice and beans.
Mikisi.
I love rice and beans. I love ugali and mayai and mala.
Wakisi.
I love sushi, but a specific kind of sushi.
Yeah. Sasa hapo ameanza ujaluo sasa. Ujaluo enter.
And yeah, those are.
But kupika unapika tu vizuri.
You're building something special and you're invited. Subscribe and stay tuned.
Mupika but sipendi kupika. Like I know how to cook. I can cook. I can make you anything. And if by this one you can ask anyone. I can cook. And this is the funny thing. People I've had in my life cook. Like my exes, they cook. I learn from them.
Dating chefs.
I'm dating chefs. I learned a lot of cooking from my ex, both exes, but I don't like cooking. Like I can cook. I'm a good. I can in the kitchen, but
You have
I
an
can.
idea.
Not an idea. I'm really good at it. I just don't like doing it.
So, we are building something special here. Subscribe and stay tuned.
Why?
I don't know. I find it like sweeping the floor. It's like it doesn't stimulate anything it doesn't stimulate my mind. It doesn't
Kupika.
Imagine nasikianga ni kama mtu akiambia leta kifagio nitafagia vizuri, but it's like it's a bit of nonsense work. You know, like I need stimulation.
Sasa kama upendi kupika na kuosha vyombo? Ndio hiyo. Okay, when was the last time you washed a cloth bus?
Every day.
Kuosha nguo?
Yeah.
Kwani una washing machine?
Me, there are some clothes I wash with my hands.
Oh. Tumekupata. Unajua ni brand ambassador wa pad.
I wash my underwears.
Okay.
Yeah.
Iko sawa. Tulisema tutakupata.
Wanawashianga suruali.
Si unaweka kwa washing machine?
Ew, bila kuosha.
What do you mean ew? Si you throw them pale ndani. Hapana.
Bana suruali unarusha tu hivi kwa washing machine na mashati za watu.
Hapana, si unaziweka peke yao. Kwani yao ni moja?
Washing machine mzima hivi na run tu suruali 3.
Mbona ni 3?
Acha. Kwani unaingiza kwani unava suruali 2 weeks ndio unaziosha kwa washing machine?
Si suruali ina vest.
Unanuka. Let me tell you. Osha tu suruali yako na mkono.
Si unaingiza na vest.
You're building something special here. And you're invited. Subscribe and stay tuned.
Suruali na
pajamas, vest. Boxers na vest inaendanga together.
Unaosha tu suruali zako. Unaosha tu suruali alafu ndio unaiweka mali nini.
Sawa.
So unataka kunishow ati sasa kama tungekuwa together sasa masuruali zako zingekuwa zinaingia na hii rinda yangu huko kwa machine.
Yeah. Maflowere. Unaingiza box ya white inatoka kama ni purple.
No, I do most of the work in my house.
Yeah. Okay.
I make my bed.
Yes, ni kawaida uko nolutkuo ne?
Hiyo nini?
Ile mwiko ya kutakini.
Haji kwa nini? Sina takini tu.
Na hizo makucha?
Yeah, they're not too long.
Okay.
No, I do most of my work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Swadakta.
I'm a normal human being.
Haya, this normal human being needs to answer this last question and then sasa tuingie sasa kwa the elephant in the room.
Okay.
What's your search history like?
My search history? Oh shit. It's very awkward.
Later tuangalie.
In fact, it's very awkward. Like it ranges from building equipment.
Oh wow.
To baby stuff, baby rashes and diapers, to Netflix reality shows. Na ikiendaenda huku pia tumeingia menstrual cups.
I'd love to hear your thoughts, so kindly comment below.
It's an awkward mix. Yeah, very awkward mix.
Okay. Current read?
Oh, I'm not reading anything right now.
Movie?
Current
movie? Ama latest, the one you've watched? Ama the one you're
the latest
watching?
thing I've watched is Hostage. On Netflix. I loved it. I like watching these political things, many things. What else? What else am I watching? I watch a lot of documentaries.
So what do you think about this?
I've watched did you watch the documentary for, he's called Jesse Smollett?
I've seen it.
Have you seen it?
Watched it.
Watch that thing. Oh my God.
But I know the story though.
Wow. What you know is not the story. You know the fake story. All the fake news that is in this country. I don't know how many documentaries you already put out.
You Dave Chappelle Ali.
Bana, Smollett, let me tell you. Yeah. Apparently that whole thing
Your opinion matters. Let's talk in the comments.
wasn't fake. And there's a whole, just go watch it. There's a whole Department of Justice and the police force that actually turns all sorts of things. Remember they said that he was lying and there were no white men, there were 2 black men. Let me go and watch
Juicy Small, yeah?
Yes.
So he was actually assaulted and
he was vindicated, and it's in the Netflix documentary. Man, Netflix needs to do a documentary on me because all the fake news out here, hey, But then I watched it, I was like, unaona, wakumsikia, ona. You see?
Okay.
So yeah,
I'll
that's
go watch
the
that
latest one that I watched that I
I
felt
saw it about a week ago. Niliona
Yeah.
imekam niko like, okay, I'll
Yeah.
get back to you, but I know your story.
Oh no,
You
it's-
pretend.
you don't know
It's
that
not.
story. Go and watch. It's
Oh, yeah.
so it's
Do you agree or disagree? Comment below and let's get the conversation going.
an eye opener, and it reminded me of a workshop I went for. They were teaching us on the risk. What do they call it? The risk of a one-sided story. Yeah. Basically, you don't know the whole of it until you know the whole of it.
Until you know the whole of it. Alrighty.
So those are my latest TV nini. Then obviously unajua naingianga ubina ni watch nini. Wakenya wameambiwa wananuka kina nani akina Patelo na D.
Don't start.
You know, and I like when you bring the jacaranda.
Tell us what stood out to you the most. And I'll be reading your comments.
People. Bunge la wananchi ya
Yes.
jacaranda. I think this is the third time.
Yeah. And we'll do it all the way.
You know why I like it? That's the reality.
Yes,
when,
that's the
when,
ground.
When hiyo ni grau.
Yeah,
Wachana hizi
true.
vitu zingine unasikia political analyst. So I like following those conversations.
Yeah, I also like them because they're very organic. When you bring
Yes.
political analysts, wanakwanga, they know how to sit, they know what to say, how to say it
Kabisa.
for whatever side they are supporting. Wanajakarana kwenda. Kama kuna mtu nimekuwa naye hapa leo points.
Ana, lakini unajua uzuri ya mtu mwenye hana points,
Yeah.
so that all these presidential candidates and aspirants including Maraga can understand you and all your points. Mtu
Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you.
mwenye amekaa hapo akona kura na atavotivo venye anaongea.
Votivo venye anaongea.
So you see, it is up to you to go and now educate them, sensitize them, and then fishers of men, bring them on board. Na mtu kama huyo mwenye unasikia anaongea hivyo, uwezi mpata kwa boardroom na workshop. Hiyo ni mse lazima uende umpate grau muongeleshe.
True. Alrighty, so we're about to now start addressing the elephant in the room. Just before we get there, I have a brand new show, Pop the Balloon. Check this trailer out, watch it, comment, like, and subscribe. And also you can get to be part of it. Check this out.
Wewe utawezana?
So manzi, kindly like, subscribe, share, follow manzi. You're awesome and amazing for being here and I truly do appreciate you. Sawa.
Even high school, yeah, when I came from Chilaimbo, then I went to Busakami High School, we still had stigma around periods. So when dem alikuwa ananyesha, cheki, people didn't understand. Ama wanafikiria mtu ni mgonjwa, then ladies will feel ashamed about it. And then later, personally, I always tell my girls, I'm like, yo, I even did a video with Brianna, and some people are like, oh, anaambia watu msichana wake anaenda. I'm like, because you don't understand why we are doing it. You don't get. This is not even about Brianna. It's about another young girl somewhere whom I think is a bad thing. So when we talk with Brianna in this way, she's like, Kumbe it's not a bad thing. Then because not all parents talk to their kids about it. And I was like, we don't need to have stigma anymore. And I'm glad that at least you're drawing attention to it. And a couple of other people are doing it. So together, even as we have an initiative for mental health, for menstruation health, awareness, and also we also donate some pads. It's known as Pad Moja. It's an initiative we do. So it is a good thing.
Thank you.
Pole pole, we are getting there. However, did you have to be that dramatic with the whole thing? The first time I saw you, uliva trouser ya white.
Muvanga trousers are white.
Ukajipaka rangi.
So thank you for everything. Yeah, manzi, be blessed, be awesome, be amazing.
Sikujipaka rangi.
Glow.
Sikujipaka rangi.
Gloria is me.
Kai.
It's a safe space.
I know, that's why I'm telling you about my period.
Sasa wacha nikwambie venye si tuliona. Haya. Sasa tukasema hati mwesh za mwesh zimenini kama okay, this is interesting. Kidogo tunasikia mwesh alikuwa anapiga kipindi. Wala
Let me tell you.
Kidogo billboards kila mahali. Wala mwesh. Is there some money from somewhere that tunataka ku control? I'm like, ebu take a step. What happened?
I had my period.
No, that one we know.
Yeah.
But hiyo siku.
Yeah. By the way, that whole thing had nothing to do with periods. I was fighting for my Senate vice chair position in ICT. I'd been told they want to remove me on that day. Otherwise, I would have gone home to change and maybe the story would have taken a different trajectory.
Na kwenye wasinataka kudonate, for those who want to donate, kindly you can donate via Sendwave, PayPal, nini. Details ziko hapo the details are on the screen and the pay bill is there. So kindly, I'll truly appreciate every coin and every subscription. Kindly share, subscribe. You're awesome for being here. Thank you. Boza.
But you have seen me fighting, right?
When
and
fighter,
when I'm fighting, I am so tunnel visioned to get me out of there.
You don't know your dates?
What do you mean you don't know your dates?
I will say it. Ujui hii tarehe yangu inakujanga tarehe
My
fulani.
periods are not regular.
Oh.
Not everyone has regular periods.
No, I know.
Yeah.
But sasa if you know you don't have regular, si unakuwa ready.
What do you mean if you know? So unava pads 24/7?
Hapana,
So
si
unakuwa ready
standby.
aje? Unakuwa ready aje?
Si unashuku tu.
Si kama hiyo ilikuwa standby. By the way, that's what I'm telling you. On a normal day, had it not been for them threatening to take away my vice chair position, ningeshuka kama nimejifunika nende nikachange nyumbani then nirudi. The only difference was that at that time I was like, let me tell you, hao watu wanataka hiki tu sasa ndio like nikirudi alafu mko mmeni. There was a lot going on. That's the only difference. And by the way, you can never be ready for a period. You can be ready, you can pack it, but unless you're going to wear pads 24/7 or tampons throughout, every single woman you know in your life has had a period accident.
I know. Lakini mwesh. Si day one inakuanga ni sports.
Bana hata saizi sports gani? Saizi naweza mkapa ninaweza kwa nimeswahilizi vitu zeni my friend.
Usije hapana ja. Hatuna budget ya kitu kingine.
I'm just telling you,
Lakini
it doesn't peak. It's not like you
which is
told
fine.
every Thursday at 4 p.m.
But sports.
What do you mean
Day
sports?
one. Day one to
But they won. Okay, for me, I don't know. We've discussed this with like my friends. For me, day one is the worst. Like the dam opens.
For real?
Yeah, for me, day one is bad. Like I can't have sex on day one. It's bad. Are you get? It's like it's heavy. Like it's not good.
So, Aya, let me understand this. You're defending your seat. Your
Yes.
position in the
So
Senate.
there was rumors that we are having changes in committee, and nilikuwa na wichantiwa, and I was in such a space, and the whole idea was I needed to go in and convince whoever needs to convincing in that committee, or at least those days I was stupid enough to think that's how it used to work, that I'll convince people not to remove me or not to vote me out.
Okay.
And so I was determined not to go back home. I felt like if I even left for 2 hours, I'll come back and they've taken the thing away, which was actually a fallacy because the thing had already been taken away by, the cartel that runs parliament. So then later when it came out the way it came out, I'm very resilient. I tell people, resilience is not just the ability to get back up. It's the ability to get back up in record time. Like kitu kikufanyikia leo, saizi, you're not going to cry over it for 100 years. The ability to bounce back, make the best out of it, make lemonade, So I'm a very resilient person. So for me, what you were seeing on that day was more of resilience than anything. And because I already knew they were going to make a mockery out of it, because media was already like, and I thought, okay, yeah, whatever, Kenya mzima itaongea about it, we'll move forward. I didn't think that it will go international. That to me was very shocking. My friends were calling me from Europe, and I'm like, shit. Okay, this is not even, the way we had said, Kenya wataongea ishe, then we'll move forward. That for me was now the scary part.
Okay.
And that is what now pushed the other things in motion, because I remember the day after, the next 3 days, this was my first big incident in the public, and I didn't know how to handle it. And I was getting mad at everyone and annoyed. And so whatever advice I was getting at that time, I was acting on. So even the billboard came from the weirdest, strangest place. Someone who was trying to console me and tell me, kwani nini, blah. In fact, I'll put up a billboard for you. And I was like, thanks, but no thanks, nini. And then he put the billboard in Jogoo Road.
So kujua billboard ilikuwa inawekwa?
In fact, what happened, because they were trying to console me and tell me, but you've been working on menstrual equity. Why are you getting so anxious, and what will people think about you and the images? Why is this upsetting you the way it's upsetting you? And I remember saying, because I don't want the initiative to be watered down. I don't want people to take me like a joker, comedian. I want to be taken seriously. Akini console, akaniambia, so how serious do you need for this thing to be? Because I can put a billboard up so that people can take you seriously. Then, in that night, because I'd already done a documentary in Kibera, and they were aware of it, this, at least my inner circle. So this individual asked me, by the way, for the documentaries, you guys did a couple of photos. I said yes. And then, because he really liked the t-shirt that I had written, anything you can do, I can do bleeding. I wore it when I was doing the documentary. So he asked me, can you send me a photo of you in that t-shirt? So I sent. And then, actually, the first photo I sent, because it had so many things happening, akaniambia, wewe kwenda huko. Chukua hiyo t-shirt uvae, uende usimame hivi, pali utapigwa na light, unitumie. So, you know me, I'm just like, whatever, this guy is working on my, because they were supporting me on my documentary and things. So, nikamtumia. Then the next thing, on Jogoo Road, in fact, even my staff didn't know about it. I got it from Twitter. There's a guy who put it on Twitter. And how you know, I would have never agreed for that photo to be on a billboard. That photo was bad. I looked so bad. But that was the photo that was on the... My first photo on a billboard was a photo that I would never have picked. So it came up as a result of people trying to assure me I'm on the right path, turn this thing around, and turn it around like this.
Make lemonade.
And their message more was, be brave about it. You keep telling people to be brave. Why are you not being brave in this instance? And then when it was taken with such positivity, like Amref put out a statement and tagged me on LinkedIn from their international headquarters. And I was like, okay. And then they wanted to have a meeting, and because they're doing a lot of work around sexual reproductive health and rights. And then UNFPA called, and then, so I was like, oh my God, this guy was right. Oh my God, this guy, so nikarudi moyo. Then now, you can now see from that billboard to the next billboards, they start becoming like, I'm actually thinking about it as I'm intentional. Because the first billboard was, even the messaging was a bit crass and whatever. And then you see the next billboard, now we are more intentional. Okay, we are ending the shame. The next, so you now start seeing them evolving. Because now it was like, I am embracing the idea. But otherwise, it was like, I mean, if there was a time in my adult life I was terrified, it was those 3 days. But now you see, now hata sijui mfanye nini, sikuizi bana, thick skin. I've gone through so much since then that the anxiety that I had, now I don't have it.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have that anxiety anymore.
Ebu, let us know if you believe what Mwesh is saying. Wake up all Davido.
Wake up all.
Do you believe the period story? Wake up hivyo. Naongeza hapo period.
Period.
Yeah,
full
period.
stop.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so weka,
and you know, I'm so glad that you know, now looking back.
So your period weka in quotes, because now we're talking about the other one, see ingine ndo watu wasifikirie. So do you believe the period story?
Yeah. I'm so glad that happened, because it opened so many, even for me, it made me feel like, okay, you know, I wanted to champion ICT because I've been in that space, you know, and when I entered Parliament, I was like, ICT, even the statements I was bringing to the floor of the House were ICT. Now when this thing, the period thing came, which I was still working on in the background, not as a major thing, then there was a realization, okay, you know, maybe this is the one God wants you to push.
True.
So I made it work, and I'm so happy because Obina, the work I've done since then till now, I don't think, I know we have a lot of period champions who have been at it for years, by the way, many who have been in this space before I even came into this space. And I always give them their flowers. But what that incident did was it highlighted their work. It's because of that incident people started understanding in depth what all those champions have been doing for years.
True.
Otherwise, before that, they were just being taken like, you know, oh yeah, easy to our mama.
That's true.
But now it was like it mainstreamed the whole process. And Obina, one of my greatest achievements, I know we'll reach there to talk about my achievements, is when the finance bill demonstrations were there. And one of the three main messages was taxation on pads. I felt like men are going to the streets to hold banners, don't tax pads, men. Boys are going to the streets to say, we don't want our girls to suffer if you know. And for me, it was like, in wherever in Africa will you get a whole nation to now pay attention to periods? So for me, I said, this is good. You can never take those flowers away from me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you give out free pads?
I do. I
Where?
do actually. Many schools, many institutions. Like now, you've mentioned your place. Probably when we leave here, my team will be like, oh, we'll give you. It's been, since then, I can't leave a place without getting a request of, give us 150 pads or 200 pads or 300. Yeah.
Production. Are sanitary towels produced in Kenya?
They're produced in Kenya.
Like good quality ones?
Yes, and let me address that.
Okay.
Let me address two things so that you cross that off your list.
Okay.
One of the biggest, fakest news that has been out there about me is that I was pushing to get taxes imposed on pads during the finance bill. And I'm glad that many things happened and I can look back without anger.
Yeah.
But as I told you, Bina, when I came here, it has been a smear campaign from the moment I entered Senate. I actually came to find out that there are newsroom editors who are on payroll by people in parliament just to smear my name and my brand. During the finance bill, this will tie two things. There was a lot of misinformation, but the first misinformation that I can tell you was taxation on pads. The first proposal they had put was taxation on all imported products, not only pads. The idea was that they want to put in an eco-levy tax. Eco-levy means, for instance, Obina, this is my phone. In here, there are some elements that are oh, that's my sister. She wants to go in. So, eco-levy means that in here, this product which we've imported, there are some elements that are in this phone that once I'm done with this phone, if I throw it away, it will be upon the government of the day to get rid of that wasted produce.
Okay.
Now, because we don't know what is in this phone, the eco-levy that is put assuming that there are some functions in this phone that we will have to deal with either through electronic wastes or plastic waste or whatever waste that we are dealing with. So the government has the responsibility to get rid of those things once you're done with them.
Okay.
So now that tax was being imposed on all imported products at the beginning of that conversation. And then many people went in and said, we don't want this tax because if you impose it, this is how our margins will go. It will be pushed back to the Kenyans.
Yeah.
Now when the conversation came, and I know that this will upset a lot of people, when the conversation came that the eco-levy be removed from imported taxes, I opposed it. Because to me, what is period poverty? Obina, natuambiane tu kweli, what is period poverty? Period poverty is that people don't have money to buy pads. People don't have money to be able to deal with menstruation with dignity. Why don't they have money? They don't have jobs. Why don't they have jobs? Because all their jobs have been taken to China or Rio, Dubai, Saudi, wherever you're saying. We don't have jobs in the country. That's why every day we are always pushing for cottage industries and manufacturing so that we can bring our jobs back to the country. When they said that we want to remove the eco-levy tax from imported pads, I opposed it. Because I said, and I know this for a fact, most of the people selling pads in this country They go to China. They buy the lowest quality finished product at maybe even 7 shillings per packet of 6. They come here, they package it with their brand.
The brand.
And then they sell it at 80 shillings. So 2 things have happened. First, they have robbed Kenyans of jobs. Because when they are going to China to buy, it is in China where the manufacturing jobs are. The second thing, they brought the lowest quality pads inside, repackaged them to make it look like they have good quality, and then shot up that price to 80 shillings, and still the Kenyan can't afford it, right? So I said, and this I stand by even today, eco-levy taxes should not be removed from imported pads. Because what will happen if you don't remove that eco-levy? Those importers, they'll now feel the pinch and that profit margin being lowered. So the first thing they'll do, they'll start looking for which is the cheaper place to go and get these pads without having to be slapped with the eco-levy. So they will now come to the local manufacturer. Now, Obina, during the finance bill, the first fake news that was being slapped about it was that, number 1, I want taxes imposed on pads because I want to punish women and girls. That's not true. Number 2, they kept on saying that there are no local manufacturers. Obina, every single sanitary pad that I distribute, the ones that I purchase with money given to me by donors, I purchase from local manufacturers. Local manufacturers meaning they manufacture everything here. The only thing they bring in is raw material. When I went to the finance committee at that time of the finance bill, I explained to them, what you need to do is exempt all and every tax from the local manufacturer so that they have the advantage of creating more jobs and creating good quality pads, which we can track. By the way, the local pads, if you have a problem, you just go to the factory. And they know that they can be in shades, so they make sure that their product is good. When we buy pads for the Ministry of Education then,